We've got one thing to finish off with, and this is just something again because we've not talked for so long. Just talk about the mess at Konami, Kojima, Metal Gear, Silent Hills. Take it away.
Well, where do we start?
Where do we start? Let's start. Silent Hills has been cancelled. Probably everyone who's listening to this knows.
Yeah.
It sounded so good, almost too good to be true. Really, you had Hideo Kojima, you had Guillermo del Toro, and you had this amazing demo, this PT, which is no longer with us. It says dead as the ghost inside it.
It is still with me, though.
Oh, it's still with me.
And with me.
Not with Andy.
No.
Oh dear, will you lose out? I'm not ever going to delete that.
However,
I probably won't ever play it
if
again.
you do delete it, you can never get it back now.
Can't get it back.
So you can't. So you can't now upgrade your hard drive and re-download that game. It's not possible anymore.
I mean, the thing with that
far as I
just
understand.
highlights to me even more how when you download something digitally, how much you don't own it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough with that 'cause it was free.
It was free, yeah, but it just kind of just emphasises that's the ability that these companies have got to just take it away from you. Even if you have paid for it, they can just do that. There's no law against it.
I do feel like Sony should do something and like say to Konami, come on, this isn't right, because that game especially, there's only a few games, and there's Flower and Journey and PT are games that I can show to people who aren't gamers and go, because they think games are just. They think it's still Mario jumping on platforms, or even that's great to us, but for other people it's like, what the hell? But they're games that I can show to people and go, yeah, this is what gaming's kind of evolved into, and like depending on the person, they might think that like scary games or something like Flower, which is beautiful to look at. And I feel like by letting this just be completely erased from history, that they're missing out on like a selling opportunity.
I think one of the things I really liked about PT as well is there was a slight sort of you could get a group experience out of it as well. So even if you're not the person controlling it, it was still utterly terrifying to watch.
Yeah.
And it was just I just thought I was genuinely excited that was how the Silent Hills franchise was going to go, and so simplistic. That PC teaser was so simplistic in obviously level design. There wasn't a bloody level.
Well,
It was just
I also
like
wondered that team who made that are obviously geniuses. And yeah, where are they now? Are they just in some kind of limbo hell or something?
But that's how it works, isn't it? When someone makes a decision. I mean, clearly there are big issues with Konami. They've delisted from the Tokyo Stock Exchange.
So in Japan, Konami, they make bottled water. They make what they called pachinko machines. These like gambling. Well, I don't know if it's gambling, but it's.
But games
kind
is
of
not
like
their
slot
main
machines.
thing, is it? Really, or at least it's a portion of.
Yeah,
their
exactly.
Main
So
thing.
to them, presumably Kojima probably costs them £40 billion a year. I don't know. I have no idea.
I also heard actually that still Pez is one of their highest selling franchises, so no doubt they'll keep on with Pez.
But the thing is about
ignore these little projects like Silent Hills, which would end up costing them an awful lot of money and probably not making them that much really.
Because there's only a small market as well for those type of games. But I think two things make it slightly different from The Last Guardian, for example, or similar things. I mean, the Silent Hill has been going for. It's a long-running franchise. It will be back in some incarnation. Though someone will pick up the threads of it.
I hope someone buys it. Someone who should get hold of that franchise.
They did say when they cancelled this, they have said they've got plans to carry on doing something with the name. Whether it might just be a slot machine, who knows? But
Best dispenser.
But I agree. It would be nice to see it in someone's hands who's more capable, because that's a series that I love. Actually, I think it's a great series. And this demo looked amazing. I would love to know how far they actually got with it. I'm inclined to think it was just this demo, and that was all they made.
I think so as well. And actually, I don't know if Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima were they involved in the PT teaser, or is that just?
Well, definitely Hideo Kojima would have been.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not Guillermo del Toro had much input into it. It's very kind of shadowy, and there's not much that's come out. Like it was all started off because Guillermo del Toro tweeted saying, "Oh, that was a shame," or whatever, and then it all came out.
I don't know. I was so blown away by that PT teaser. Partly it was free. That always helps. But even if I'd paid some relatively decent cash for it, like a £5, I would have come away and gone classic. Yeah. That would have been a really good game. And I'm surprised I haven't even done that. Just whacked a price on it for those people who haven't bought it, who haven't downloaded it for free. Just leave it up there.
Something will come out of it, but I think what we've seen is there's obviously been some big fallout behind the scenes between these parties, which has resulted. It's quite similar to, I suppose, what happened with Del Toro in the Hobbit movies. When he got very far down the line with that, and ultimately it took when NGM fell over almost. and then eventually kind of picked himself back up. By the time that he came, he was ready to. He was okay to do it. It was too late for him. He'd moved on to other projects.
He does seem
a little bit
because like there was that. He was supposed to be making.
Working to that as well.
Yeah, I think he was credited on the first movie. I don't know about the others.
Even the script credit.
Yeah. But then there's like the Mountains of Madness, the famous Lovecraft book or short story. And he was going to make that, and then that all fell down at the last minute. And now there's this with Silent Hills. I'm sure this isn't the first game that he's been kind of attributed to, and then it's fallen down. He seems to be genuinely cursed when it comes to making things.
Maybe he's a little bit difficult to work with.
What are you trying to say?
Well,
He's going back to horror though, isn't he? And I think he's got a film coming out. I can't remember what it's called, but that's a horror film coming out. It's, let's face it, it's probably going to be awesome because he's very good.
He is very good.
still no one knows where Kojima's has ended up.
Well, we were saying before, imagine if he ended up at Nintendo or something. But he won't. He'll make his own company, and then he'll probably end up on Kickstarter going, I want to make this game.
He'll do a Suda 51.
It'll be Metal Cog Soft or something like that.
Yeah,
It'll be like.
Well, that's the other thing we've not spoke about. I mean, who knows about Metal Gear? Because obviously Konami own the rights. He's walked away from that, so he doesn't own anything to do with Metal Gear anymore. So,
That's just, I mean, that's pretty much his whole life, isn't it? That series. I mean, that's just what he's been doing.
But hasn't he been saying for ages like this is his last Metal Gear Solid?
he says that after every game.
Exactly. Now it finally is his last Metal Gear Solid. That maybe he's got another idea. I don't know. Who'd have thought?
He's gonna make a Banjo Kazooie game.
Oh dear. All right, should we wrap up? So, next time we're going to talk about E3 predictions. So, if anyone is listening out there and wants to give us... everyone who's listening out there, I should say. Let's say...
Anyone listening.
So I put an echo on that as well.
It's not like a radio message from a distant...
ham radio.
We've been alone for a very long time. There's an ant in my pint.
Is anybody out there? So, yeah, send us your E3 predictions. We'll all discuss our own. You can email... Actually, you can just tweet us at @QuitOrContinue. Until next time, take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.